Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Excelente! And welcome back to our second edition of Fun Fact Fez Fridays. Let's see what fun fact is in the Fez this Friday. Alright, today's fun fact, the Japanese word karate means empty hand. And there you go. Right, so I'm going to take off the ceremonial fez, get the coif perfect. Oh, bulletproof. Okay. Alright, so let's have a look. Alright, first we need to award the Cowie. And we can see it again without the green screen. So beautiful. Okay, so let's take it over to this. Boop. All right, so yesterday, Alicia said, my favorite thing during awards time is when you go, woo, at the same time as the audio, which I think is also hilarious. All right, today's Cowie Award goes to Abigail Pickens. It's all about you, Abby. It says, this has become a whole event for our family when you post your videos. Me and my mom laugh at them. Also, you should do a Google Class live beat, so that way we could interact with you like we're all back in class. Also, my little brother Crosby, the little boy I brought to your class that one day, is also learning from Spanish to you. Hashtag take pride. Awesome. Hashtag take pride. And I do. So Abby, today you are the recipient of today's Cowie Award. All right, so that takes care of that. Now, let's go ahead and do our warm-up activity. So we'll go back to this, and here is the warm-up. All right, so first, let me zoom in. All right, first we have two questions for you to answer. For example, number one says, ¿Qué comerás mañana? And you have to answer that how you would answer that question out in the real world, because that's what we're preparing for. People use this fairly commonly. And the last two, number 3 and 4, those are for you to translate, okay? They will leave next week. Senior Cowart will say hello, and I'll go ahead and tell you that both of those are from your irregular verbs list in your notes, all right? Go ahead and pause the video and try this now. Kaylee. All right, so first one. If I say, ¿Qué comerás mañana? What am I actually asking? It says, what will you eat tomorrow? So you would say something like this. Comeré frosted flakes. I will eat frosted flakes. Okay, comeré is what you should have put. I mean, of course, out in the real world, you could just say frosted flakes. You could just answer the question. Excuse me. All right, número dos. ¿Dónde estudiarán tus amigos? What does that question say? It says, where will your friends study? So in the verb you can see it's where will they study? Where will they study? Okay, so you would say something like, probably during these quarantine times, you would say, estudiarán en su casa. Casa. Estudiarán en su casa. Now, in English, you would say they will study in their houses, but in Spanish, since each one just has one house they're studying in, that is still plural. I mean, singular. Okay, número tres. They will leave next week. From the verb salir, the sentence is ellos, if you want to say it, saldrán la semana que viene. There's another way to say it. If you want to say a shorter way, you could also say la próxima semana. Next week. Okay. And the last one. Senor Cowart will say hello. And I always will. You say, Senor Cowart dirá hola. And this comes from the verb decir. Okay? All right, so there you go. So what I'm going to do is a quick review of your notes. We're not going to do the whole thing like yesterday, but just to show you, these are your endings. Thing goes all squirrely on me. There. Okay? So remember, your endings are as, a, hemos, es, an. And you just put that on to the end of the word. You just slap it on. Okay? So you can see here, hablaré, comeremos. I will speak, we will eat. Okay? No big deal there. And again, these are your special words that you have associated with these. Mañana, el año que viene, la semana que viene, el mes que viene, en el futuro, un día, el lunes. Okay, and again, this is probably going to be the one you need to study the most because, yes, it will be on the exam. Yes, it's out there in the real world. This is how to use these future tense irregulars, okay? Again, let's use tener. If you want to say, I will have the work tomorrow, you can't just say teneré. You have to say tendré. All right, so let's use tener. Let's just do them all. All right, repeat after me. Repita en clase. Tendré, tendrás, tendrá, tendremos, tendréis, tendrán. And again, my goal as a teacher, my responsibility is not just to make this, back in Spanish class we used to do this. I want to show you how this is actually used out in the real world and get you comfortable with saying these things. It's a lot harder in this situation, of course, because I'm not with you. But, like, for example, if you want to say, like, if you as a class wanted to tell me, oh, Señor Cao, we'll have that tomorrow. Say, Señor Cao, lo tendremos mañana. Tendremos el trabajo, tendremos el dinero, tendremos los tacos. Okay? And etc. So that's how that works. All right? So that was your lesson. Now the next thing is I'm going to show you the Quizlet. This is actually someone else's Quizlet that I borrowed. It's not bad. It's definitely good. It's very simple. It's definitely worth your time. So let's do a little bit of it together, and I'm going to give you the address for it. But it's okay. All right, let's see if you can do this. I'm going to give you time. All right, yo with hablar. Yo hablaré. Tú hablarás. Él hablará. Nosotros hablaremos. Ellos hablarán. So they've skipped vosotros, which is okay. It's not that big of a deal. All right, and then it does it with a few more verbs. Yo comeré. Tú comerás. Él comerá, etc. So it's good. It's good if you need repetition. Okay, so it's got a number of verbs that it goes through, and then it helps you practice your future stems. So we have caber becomes cabr. Decir becomes dir. Haber becomes haber. Hacer becomes har. So it's actually pretty good. So let me see something real quick. Let's do this, because I think this is worth your time. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna make this today's thing we're gonna do, and then on Monday, I have a little online quiz that I think is really good. It looks like this. So I think we'll do that, especially because it's Friday. We'll do this. So practice with us today. This is the Quizlet link, and the quiz that we're going to do on Monday, the little online quiz, is here. You don't have to fool with that yet. So let's just go ahead and let's just cut it off with that since it's Friday, and I want to make sure y'all are not doing work over the weekend because, trust me, none of us are on vacation here. So here's what I want you to do. So go to tinyurl.com/cowcowfuture and just practice with this Quizlet. Like I said, it is worth your time. It's got flip cards, but actually spend some time. Practice these. It practices your endings, and then on Monday we will apply more, and you can take this quiz. And I'm going to give y'all one last little assignment with the future tense. Okay. Again, because the future tense, there's not that much to it. It's basically this. All right. So, just to sum this up, write this down or punch it in or whatever you got to do. tinyurl.com/cowcowfuture, and that will take you to the quiz. That's going to be today's assignment. And then on Monday, we'll kind of circle back around and do our quiz. Okay? All right, so let's get back to the face cam. Boink. All right, you also notice I've taken down my green screen. That thing was a pain. It's actually just a couple of curtain rods and TV trays and tape. It's been a mess. Anyway, so back in the cow cave. All right, guys, I will see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I love you all. Adios.